For the last 75 years, NATO has been protecting Europe and America was behind NATO. But now, everything is going to change after Donald Trump. Donald Trump has openly said that America should be separated from NATO because now, there is no need for it. After the heated debate with the Ukrainian President Zelensky, all European leaders have lost their sleep. The new German Chancellor has also said that we need freedom from America and NATO will be over soon. The million-dollar question is that if America is separated from NATO, will Europe be able to save itself from Russia? In a press conference, when Trump asked the UK Prime Minister if the UK can fight against Russia without America, he had no other answer than to laugh. Could you take on Russia by yourselves? Well, has kept NATO ahead in the war. So if America is separate from NATO, is it that powerful that it can fight alone? Another important question is that if America leaves NATO, will China not take advantage of it? Similarly, the entire strategy to take control of the Arctic is dependent on NATO. What will happen to it after NATO breaks? In today's video, we are going to talk about the downfall of the world's largest military alliance. A downfall that will change the entire world order. And maybe the world will reach the same stage as it was after World War II. First of all, let's understand how and why NATO was formed. And how did it become so dependent on America? Actually, Europe was very weak after World War II and the Soviet Union was rapidly moving towards Europe. In this situation, to stop the Soviet Union, on April 4, 1949, NATO was formed in the form of North Atlantic Treaty Organization or NATO in short. The only goal of this organization was that if an attack was made on any member country, then everyone would defend it together. America led this organization and was providing it military leadership, nuclear protection and financial support. During the Cold War, NATO became even more important. And America started building its permanent military bases in West Germany, Italy and UK to protect itself from the Soviet Union. As time passed, many European countries reduced their military spending and started relying on American protection. When the Soviet Union broke in 1991, many people thought that NATO was no longer needed. But NATO started expanding instead of breaking. Basically, many Eastern European countries which were under Soviet control, wanted to join NATO. They were afraid that Russia might take over them again. And then in 1999, NATO of Poland, Hungary and Czech Republic came closer to NATO Russia. By 2004, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania and many other countries became NATO members. And NATO reached the borders of Russia. This was a direct threat to Russia. And it blamed the West for not expanding NATO after the Cold War. Despite this, NATO promised Ukraine and Georgia that they can join NATO in the future. Russia got angry seeing NATO so close and attacked Georgia that same year. It was a sign that Russia will not tolerate NATO's further expansion. Then in 2014, Russia also occupied Crimea, in response to which NATO started deploying more military and missile systems in Eastern Europe. Then in 2014, Russia also occupied Crimea, in response to which NATO started deploying more military and missile systems in Eastern Europe. And America was behind all this, which was supplying the most military funding and weapons. The future of NATO is at a crossroads, and the decisions made in the next few years could change the world forever. What do you think? Will NATO survive without the US, or is this the beginning of its collapse? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more deep dives into global conflicts and hidden history.